If you're like me, you know your mornings are the key to your day. It's the time of day where you start to process things and you figure out all the tasks that you need to get done for the day. So it is super important that we know how to utilize this time and use it to the best of our ability. Hi, my name is Diamond Jones and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, definitely give this video a like and comment down what your favorite part of the video was. Definitely think about subscribing and sticking around for more content like this that is coming up and in future videos, and hit the notification bell so that you can be notified of all the new videos I am going to be posting. So let's get into this video. In this video, I am going to be showing you how to create your perfect morning routine. Finding a routine that meets your time and your needs to help you maximize your productivity. I want to mention at the beginning of this video that I have a new podcast that's out for teens called Tea Time with Teens, so definitely go and check it out. It is super fun. I love making these podcast episodes, so if you're a teen and you're looking to self-develop and find a good community with teens, definitely go check this out after this video. And also, if you're not doing so already, follow us on Instagram at DiamondJonesYT for more exclusive content throughout the week. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. So I've broken down what you need to do into 5 simple steps. So the first step that we're going to be starting with, number 1, is visualization. Visualization is key to doing anything in my opinion, and you know, if you've seen any of my previous videos, that I love to recommend Pinterest or just anything where you can find a lot of pretty pictures and kind of look up aesthetics. So with visualization, the first thing you want to do is research your aesthetic. So you want to figure out, what do I like about other people's morning routines? What could I maybe implement into mine, and really get that inspiration and visualization sparking in your mind. This is not going to be a copy and paste method though, so don't just look at other people's morning routines and do exactly what they do, because that's not going to always work for everyone. Everyone has different needs, which is why this morning routine video is to help you with any of the needs that you need to meet. So definitely go and get some general visualization to really get you sparked and motivated into creating this morning routine. Number 2 is to identify what you need to work on. So this can be pertaining to your health, your wellness, like your mental health, physical health. It can also be pertaining to maybe what you procrastinate on a lot, or maybe something that you need to be a bit more productive at. So with health, it could be like you may need to work out more, or you may need to eat healthier or something like that. So figure out these things that you want to implement into your routine, because I know a lot of times when we're thinking about exercising, some people always want to do it in the morning and some want to do it in the afternoon. I'm personally someone who loves to do stuff in the morning, because what am I going to do at the end of the day? I know I will procrastinate on it, which goes into that procrastination method. So if you know that there's a specific task that you procrastinate on a lot, definitely think about putting that into your morning routine, because then you'll already have it out of the way and you can stop stressing about it later in the day. Wellness can also pertain to maybe having to take like a bubble bath, or performing self-care in the morning, or even having quiet time in the morning before everything starts getting jumbled up in your world and a lot of noise can get in. It can be something scheduling like that for your mental health time. And you can also look into when you are more productive and okay, so if you are wondering why I look completely different, like it's almost a completely different day, you are right. Actually, when I was recording the first part of this video, my camera storage was basically gone. It was dead, so I could not record anything else, and I was having to pack for a trip, and I'm still having to plan to go on another trip, so that's why I've kind of been all over the place with like my upload schedule, but there's really nothing I can do about that. So we are back here on a completely different week, hoping that this one stays pretty good. So I'm gonna hurry up and keep talking so that we can finish this video. So what I was talking about from where I currently was coordinating the times of the day that you're most productive with your morning routine. So if you find that you are better at maybe reading in the morning, then definitely add that into your morning routine. But if you find that you like maybe going to the gym better in the afternoon, like you'll feel more motivated or will be more productive in the afternoon, definitely go ahead and change that into maybe your night routine instead of your morning routine. So that's what we're talking about there. And with that, we are on to the 3rd tip to creating that perfect morning routine for you. So this is going to be talking about practical research that you can do. So not aesthetic research, but practical research. So looking into some habits that you maybe want to implement into your new morning routine and seeing the effects of that and the benefits of that in replacement of some more unuseful habits, I guess you could say, or non-productive habits, and you can kind of switch them out. You can definitely correlate them. Like, for instance, if you want to eat healthier, you can say, instead of eating waffles every day, I'll eat oatmeal every day, or something like that. So you're building up a new habit to kind of replace the old habit. So I would say try to like pick up about 3 new habits that you can implement into your morning routine, and you don't have to implement them all at the same time. You can definitely do it gradually. Week by week is what I find the best to do, but if you're just starting off with a new slate of a morning routine, adding in those new habits can be really well. But don't focus on getting rid of all your bad habits like in the very beginning, because it's much harder to get rid of bad habits than it is to implement good habits, in my opinion. But that's just me, so definitely keep that in mind when you are doing this research. Again, like I said, with maybe like the aesthetic researching and stuff like that, when you find these habits, realize that not every habit is going to be for you in your routine. Just find the one that works best with you and meets your needs most in the ways that you want to be more productive, and don't just copy stuff that other people do. So that is going to be number 3, and let's get into number 4, which is to make your plan and create your schedule. So with this, you are going to want to think back to some of the things or the schedules that you've made for yourself in the past, or routines that you have created for yourself for your morning routine in the past, and look at those and kind of see what kind of tactics might have worked. Maybe you do really good with time blocking, maybe you like a much looser schedule, maybe you want a much tighter schedule, but always keep that in mind when you are creating this new schedule, so that you know what works for you and what will keep you consistent and what probably won't. So I find that, again, exercising in the morning has always been consistent. I don't do good in the afternoon. I can't talk. And so just looking at things like that, and I used to do time blocking, but I don't really want to have to do that anymore. But if you are someone who's into time blocking, don't make it super strict, and usually give yourself about 5 minutes of wiggle room, because you're not always going to be every single place at a certain time, so don't make that mistake. But it can be something like that, and definitely just look from those previous experiences when you're creating this new schedule, and keeping in mind the things that you now want to have in your morning routine, and when you want to get those things done, from most important to least important, or just from the time where you're most productive and when you maybe are less productive, can be a kind of way to start creating that routine. So that is going to be something that you want to keep in mind when you are creating this schedule. Let's get on to number 5, which is to practice, execute, and reflect. So you're going to start practicing and putting into motion your actual morning routine and the schedule that you've created for yourself, and you're going to try to stick with that the best you can. But you're also going to analyze kind of your fallout areas and places where you may need to work on, maybe where you're not as consistent. So that goes along with the reflection part of this piece. So definitely reflect on the things that maybe aren't working, and maybe try to schedule things for later times or earlier times, just depending on what you find out. And so that's going to be a big portion of it, and ultimately reflecting is going to be the thing that helps you continue to create better morning routines in the future. I know I can't talk, so definitely keep that reflection and analytical side inside. So yeah, that's what I have to say with that. And so like the first day that you're probably practicing this stuff, it may be kind of, I guess, more strict, like you want to stick to everything, but just know that it's not always going to be that perfect morning routine that may be on the first day, because you're so motivated to keeping your schedule. You're definitely going to have fallout periods and times where you maybe can't get everything done, or maybe you're just in a slump and stuff like that. So definitely understand that, but the biggest thing that we want to stress here is to be consistent and not rely solely on motivation. So that's the biggest thing you're going to find with creating this morning routine, is that you really have to be consistent and not always motivated, because motivation will run out very, very quickly. So that's what we're going for in this routine. The first day is probably going to be a bit strict, but as you go on, it'll get a bit looser and feel a bit more comfortable, where you'll be able to move more things around and feel comfortable according to your schedule and your needs of the day as well. So don't just think this is a super strict routine that you have to follow. It will become looser and looser, and it will feel more comfortable as time goes on. So I hope that this video helped you to create your morning routine, and as perfect as it gets. Again, practice equals perfect, or practice equals permanent is something I've always heard. So definitely try and use these tips. Leave a comment down below if this helped you, if you're creating a new morning routine, and maybe comment down below what are some habits that you're thinking about implementing into them. But overall, I hope that this helped you creating that routine. I hope to have a vlog of my morning routine for summer out before school starts, but we'll see where that goes. Like I mentioned before, I will be doing like traveling this week, I guess you would say, and I'll be like at a conference for the whole week. So I don't know how much content I'll be posting for that, and it gives my storage and stuff like that, which is why I need to hurry up this video, but we'll see how it goes, and I am super excited. But in the meantime, if I am not posting anything, you can probably still check out some episodes on my podcast at Tea Time with Teens, because I am still able to record stuff and edit it usually, so that might be something that I'll be more consistent on in the following weeks. But if not, you know, I don't know where I was going with this. Anyway, stay blessed, have a great week, and yeah, I'll hope to see you in the next video. Bye.